Hello, and welcome to our Fire Reviews. I'm Owen Hemsley, and today I will be reviewing the game Runescape. Runescape is a fantasy massively multiplayer online role-playing game released in January 2001 by Andrew and Paul Gower, and developed and published by Jagex Games Studio. The game has over 200 million accounts created, and it is recognised by the Guinness World Records as the world's largest free online role-playing game and the most updated game. RuneScape takes place in the world of Gielinor, a medieval fantasy realm divided into different kingdoms, regions and cities. Players can travel throughout Gielinor via a number of methods including on foot, magical spells or charter ships. Each region offers different types of monsters, resources and quests to challenge players. Players are represented in the game with customizable avatars. RuneScape does not follow a linear storyline, rather players set their own goals and objectives. Players can choose to fight non-playable characters, monsters, complete quests or increase their experience in the available skills. Players interact with each other through trading, chatting or by participating in minigames and activities, some of which are competitive or combative in nature, while others require cooperative or collaborative play. The first public version of RuneScape was released on 4th of January 2001 in beta form, and in December 2001, Jagex was formed to manage the game. As the game's popularity grew, the game engine was rewritten, and its beta was opened to paying players on 1st of December 2003 under the name RuneScape 2, which was later just renamed RuneScape. The third iteration of the game, RuneScape 3, was released on 22nd of July 2013. This latest version is the one which I'll be reviewing. First of all, the controls. This is personally my least favourite thing about the game. Instead of using buttons such as W, A, S and D to move, you move your character with a point and click interface, which is fine for casual playing, when you're in a relaxed town for example, but sometimes when you're in fast-paced scenes, namely combat, sometimes it becomes very hard to actually go where you want to go or interact with what you want. Another thing which could be improved is the user interface. The menus can be very tedious. For example, if you want to pick up a certain item from the ground, you have to right click on the ground and pick the item from a very uninspired, and sometimes very long, list. However, as this can be a very complex game, it would be hard to come up with an interface which would be able to cope better than this, so I won't be too negative about this point. Well, next up is, how challenging is this game? Well, the challenge level of this game is, in my opinion, absolutely perfect for two reasons. First of all, most quests and areas have enough of a challenge to make it interesting, but not so hard that it becomes frustrating, unless of course you go into an area which you're really not meant to go in until you've leveled up more. The second reason the challenge is good is because the opponents in dungeons and quests have interchangeable difficulties, depending on the experience of a player, which means this gives the player at least a chance to get through that section of the game. Next thing is, how fun is this game? Well, overall, even though I'm ashamed to admit it, this game is great fun, and it becomes easily addicting. However, you must beware, this game can easily become your second life. The only negative point I would like to make here is that I personally don't think it's good enough to warrant paying monthly for membership, which basically gives you a lot of extra features. Yes, it's a lot cheaper subscription than some online games for membership, but I think that this game is fun enough when you're playing the free-to-play mode. One aspect of this game is called dungeoneering. This is personally my favourite part of the game, and it basically consists of having a party of people, who can be strangers or people you've added to a friends list, with you, and you go and explore dungeons which steadily get more and more difficult. These contain puzzles, creatures and secret rooms. Nothing is more satisfying than being online with a bunch of mates, going around slaughtering every evil creature in sight. So in conclusion, apart from the controls and the debatable worthiness of paying for membership, this is a great game and I would seriously recommend it to anyone who is into role-playing games. The only other point I would like to announce is, well, don't start playing this game if you don't have much free time, because basically it can easily devour hours of time and your soul. But in my opinion, it's worth it, and therefore I give it an 8.5 out of 10. And don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget to share, like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for any other games I should review,
Just post them in the comments below. Right, thanks for watching.
Gee, thanks guys.